Good morning, traders. Welcome to Framework Fortune. Wow, I got some pink lighting going on here. You know what? I'm digging it. We're gonna go with pink lighting today. How about that? Seems like a good idea to me. We've got excellent connections. I am going to look for some trades and hope that YouTube does not try to stop me from talking like they did earlier this week. Of course, it wasn't only me. Some other YouTubers had some problems with the live streams. Something on YouTube's side. I never even looked. We do have USEA popping up here. Looking like a double top on this 1 hour chart at 666. It's a good, nice number there for that double top. USEA was one I was talking about earlier in the week. Maybe it was last week. Yeah, it was last week when it started popping. I was saying to keep it on watch because it is a super crazy play. Really low float, only 1.5 million in shares. Let's see. Let's get through all these stocks real quick and see what else we got going on because I plan on trying to make some money very quickly today. We got SIGA still climbing up its trend line. That possibly could be a play if it can retest a break 15. I kind of like the way that's looking. Veru, I don't think that's going to break today. Oil's bouncing off the trend line. Care about Amazon. Uh-oh, come on, internet. Okay, PAL. That's still ways away from breaking. Marps is oil. I'm actually going to take Marps off for now until we see oil start to turn and confirm that it's going to go back up. I don't even need the SPY. I've got the NQ. Oh, NQ a little rebound off of the inflation numbers, but not much of a rebound yet. We'll see. I mean, it's already getting held up at 12,000, which is going to be, of course, major resistance at this point. It's been acting as major resistance. So we got a little uptrend today going on, but that's not exactly idea. But if you remember, especially if you've been following me on the crypto channel, I was saying a few months ago July was going to be really crazy for the markets. And in July is when I was looking for Bitcoin and Ethereum to finally break away from the following of the NQ, or vice versa, the NQ following those two. Well, that break is starting to happen as Bitcoin is starting to uptrend while the NQ is looking a little bit ugly. But a lot of cryptos green over the last 2 days, especially my favorite Atom, bouncing all the way almost up to $10, $9.40 right now. So altcoins looking pretty good, and it may end up being the case that's what we see happen, a switch. So because cryptos are rebounding, I do want to look at Mara. Mara's not doing much. Okay, nothing really there, so we'll just not worry about that. I did take a trade on Pets yesterday. Remove these lines. You can see the trade that I took. Small little 40 share trade, but end up getting it nicely off this pullback yesterday. You see here on the hour chart, a little bit of a double bottom right there, and then I sold it at the top of this candle. Oh, not at the top of this candle. I sold it. I was holding for the uptrend to see if it was going to push, and then when this candle double topped these two, and it didn't push anymore, that's when I started locking out. I did lock one share out. I meant to lock out 5, and I locked out 1 there. But yeah, pretty decent trade, not too bad. Little nice win on Pets. However, today Pets is looking like a trash bag, so take Pets off of there. Keep an eye on you. See, the thing with USDA though is it's up 175%. I really don't care what news or what is going on. It being that high on the day is pretty crazy. And we'll see, this hour candle did just open. Well, no. Okay, so that's something I'm going to have to talk about in a minute, but we'll talk about that in a minute. I made a change to this chart after me and HH Trader was talking about aggregation periods on charts, because we kept not, our charts were not syncing up for some reason from his Charles Schwab to my Thinkorswim, and we figured out is because I have my aggregation period, which just means the time when the candles open and close. I have them on this chart set to open and close on the hour, because the market opens a pre-market on an hour, but market opens at 8:30 or 9:30 Eastern. So he's been doing the candles during market open hours off of just that aggregated period of the intraday. So this is something you can do very simply just by going to your settings in your chart and going to equities. And right here, if you click show extended hours, it's going to give you the pre-market, which I always want my pre-market in there, highlight extended trading sessions. But you take that off and you see right there it says start aggregations at market open. So his candles are closing every 30 minutes with this on, where if you do the extended hour trading session, your candles are going to close on the hour and not on the 30-minute mark. So I actually think that it is really good to do that on this chart, and we'll see more what I'm talking about as I look for a trade to get into, but so far not liking much on my list. So let's see what else is going on these scanners. EMVB, that looks like that was probably 1 for 50 reverse stock split. Good God, what a stock split. No volume on it though. Nothing there. ITHX. I don't like it. Too high up. EVTL. They got some news. Oh, big shares. I don't like that. I don't want that low float. What is this? FTLF. 4 million shares. Only 18,000 volume though, and it's moved $1.50. So that's a little sketchy. Let's check this. USEA. Nexi. 22 million shares. I just don't like his gap up. I'm going to put on a watch list for now because it does have volume. TBLT. You're not looking very good either at the moment. LGH. FNGU. U.S. Treasury yield curve inverts again. That old curve. They need a curve to tell them what's wrong. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Lauren? Are you feeling better? I mean, so has the NASDAQ, Daniel B. So what's your point? That's not a good point. All right. Nah, he definitely ain't the king of psychology. Daniel B doesn't understand psychology one bit. You can give him the other two. You can give him the keto and stocks if you want, but he has no clue about psychology. If he had a clue about psychology in that debate we had on the channel, he would have been able to use his psychology to pick up on certain things that I might have been doing, but instead, I psychologically destroyed him in that debate. Because remember, I never ever really even said my opinions or anything. All I did was ask questions. And that was the psychological tactics I used to make him beat himself up. So he definitely doesn't know psychology because he didn't know it when it was punching him right in the face on camera. But yeah, man, keto, he can have that. Anyway, we're not going to get into any nonsense today. But I ain't going to let that stand. He definitely ain't the king of psychology. He's got to beat me to earn that title. And he is nowhere close to my level of psychology. Nowhere close. I am not seeing nothing going on hardly. It looks like a good trade. Let's see the high floats. We got some rebounds happening there. Just a little bit because the NQ's rebounding some. Let's see. HYMC, that gold stock. I kept looking for it to break out. It's down to $1, so I may keep an eye on it. Problem is, gotta keep an eye on gold because gold did drop down to 1,700 as well as silver dropping down to 18. Which cause the Nasdaq's crashing. You know, people are dumping. They're getting out. This. Go to hour chart on Veru. I mean, it has a nice uptrend. But this is almost a triple top here, just on the 3 days. It's actually a triangle pattern. There's your top. There's your uptrend. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know if this can break right at the moment because there's still room in this consolidation for it to come down one more time and then try to push up. Let's see, Coinbase still holding above 50. NIO down to 20. Let's see. This chart is going to close at 10:30. It's going to close on the 30-minute. This one's going to close on the hour. Both of these are hour charts. I traded, and I kid you not, I traded Pets yesterday without looking at a 5 or a 15-minute. I traded it off of these two charts, the aggregated period from market open that Hal uses, and the entire pre-market, the extended hour sessions that I use on this chart. It's pretty nice. Okay. Daniel B does not have a degree in child psychology. If he told you that, he's lying to you. Oh, that if you do, hold on a minute. Now that explains a whole lot. That explains a whole lot. DB, if you did go to 5 years of college and get you a degree, that would make sense of why you're a Marxist. You got brainwashed into Marxism. So even if you did go to college and get a degree in psychology, your psychology is going to be thrown off because you follow Marxism, very, very stupid financial and economical philosophies that make no sense because Marx was poor his whole life and died poor in debt. So, you know. If you went to college and got your degree in psychology to, you know, whatever. It sure didn't show. It sure did not show in that debate against me. You got psychologically obliterated, beat yourself up. So, I don't know, buddy. If you do got a degree, I guess you can wipe your ass with it like everybody else who's got a degree. Man, remember all the scientists? Follow the science. They all have degrees and they got it so wrong. Oh, all them politicians in the government, they got degrees. They got fancy little piece of papers they paid a bunch of money for. And look how the economy's turning out. Look at all the economists with fancy little degrees from college who have been completely wrong left and right. I don't need a piece of paper to tell me. Oh, let me rephrase that. I don't need to go pay for a piece of paper to tell me how to do research, because that's all college is doing, is telling you how to research. So, you know, I can research. I saves me a lot of money and a lot of time by learning how to research on my own with a thing called the internet. But hey, good for you. Now, if you're a doctor, well, I'm not going to say a doctor. If you're a specific doctor, if you're a brain surgeon, something like that, yes, you should have a degree. If you're a rocket science or a rocket pilot or a plane pilot, I hope to God that you know how to fly that plane. But just because you got a piece of paper and paid for it does not mean anything. In my opinion, if you got a piece of paper in child psychology and you're trading stocks right now and not psychologically in kids, your piece of paper is obviously worthless because you're trading stocks instead of doing what you paid for to do. Oh boy. Anyway, we're not going to get into all the debates. I'm done. I'm done roasting y'all too. Y'all have been put in the ground so many times, it's getting boring and old now. Plus, I don't got to talk about it. Anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, go look up the Tulip Mania video. Oh, here, as a matter of fact, I'll just get it for you. I'll just get it for you, because I'm cool like that. That way we ain't gotta go through none of this. You guys can decide for yourself. I don't care what my opinion is or Daniel B's opinion is. No reason to debate about it when we already have been head to head on camera. Why are you not showing up? Let's see. Oh, there it is. There's that sweet video. Oh, did we... Oh, we live streamed it. I thought we pre-recorded it. God, I killed you in a live stream? That's even worse. Based. Boop. There you go. All right. The stream resolution's not bad. It's on your side. No, I didn't. That was not. I did not make that statement. I did not say every educated person is obviously an idiot. That's a dumb mindset to have. Nobody has that mindset. Yeah, it's on your side, One Life. It's not on my side. Riot with a little... Damn, I missed that double bottom on Riot. That was a nice double bottom right there. Let's see if it can back test any. And it's a bullish engulfing candle. However, this candle has 40 minutes to close, so we'll see what it does. But that's what I was saying. Let's see, is Mara on my watch list? Because Mara usually is the crypto stock that likes to run when cryptos are running, likes to run the most. Mara. See if we're getting any pattern there. No pattern there. It's down. Well, actually, so on this hour chart, on the non-aggregated, we have a double bottom forming, but on this one you can see not much, no double bottom. These are both hour charts, but they're not matching up from the aggregations, so I don't like that. I'm going to give that some more time. Could be a play. Let's see, Coin, did you just come out with news? GameStop NFT marketplace takes 2 days to pass Coinbase NFT sales in volume. Where do they put their... Oh! Where is it at? I thought they were on Immutable X. Oh, they launched their own marketplace? Oh, God. Oh, they're not even talking about they're not even talking about Immutable X. Y'all are stupid. See right here, somebody who went to college and wrote this article, and they have no idea. And I'm going to show you guys this really quickly. Oh boy, am I going to show you this? You're gonna love it. I've been waiting to show you crypto naysayers, you NFT naysayers. This makes my heart tickle. It makes me feel so good. Oh, so it's all a cryptos is all tulips on, Daniel B. Who's that? Who's that on Immutable X platform that I've been saying is going to be the NFT platform that I have been in for over a year now, that I have been on? Is that Disney? Is that Marvel? Disney and Marvel are coming to the Immutable X platform? Do we already have DC Comics on the platform? Yes, we do. Blockchain ain't going nowhere, baby. You better start getting you some while they down before you get destroyed because your US dollar is getting thrown into the crypto market. And your US dollar is going... Disney can choose whatever blockchain they want for their metaverse. I don't care where they choose that at. I want to know where they're selling their NFTs, and that's on Immutable X. Oh, and if you're a Immutable X staker like I am, you get a part of those sales. So when Disney and Marvel start selling their NFTs and they start going, crazy volume in the Immutable X market, which Immutable X is leagues ahead of OpenSeas and probably is dropping bird dookies on GameStop's stupid little marketplace. But as a Immutable X staker, you get a percentage of every single transaction fee that comes through. And then when Disney and Marvel hits that platform, oh my goodness, those NFTs, everybody's going to be buying and selling, and I'm just going to be sitting back collecting my transaction fees. Sweet, sweet, sweet Immutable X transaction fees. But anyway, let's get into, I'm trying to find a stock to trade, but really not a lot going on. Sika's got a little uptrend on both hour charts. May look for some type of little pullback to 14. Let's see. Let's check on this chart and see. Yep. That's what I want to see, a pullback to 14. I'd like to see a pop up to 15, get rejected as that was that previous high there, and have a pullback, and then give us a nice little slow curl up here in a little bit. Next, it look like that may start cracking. Yeah, you're getting a double top right across. Really, it's a triple top. But we'll just say it's a double top because this candle wick didn't even reach. Oh, and then if you want to, you can actually, this is a double top on the bodies of these two candles. So if you put the double top right there on the two bodies, this is actually a triple top because that wick hit where those same two candles was. So yeah, it looks like that's about to sell off. At least for the moment. There's nothing there for me to touch. As it starts going, let's see. There's still time in this candle if it could push up, but it's got to get back above 2 and this candle turn green. This one is fixing to close 3.5 minutes. Amazon still pushing. Come on, USDA. OpenSeas lays off 20% employees. Yeah, because IMX is smacking them around. You know how I came to America, Daniel B? I came to America with zero everything because I was born here. As soon as I popped out, I had nothing. I appreciate the immigration story. Both of you guys, I appreciate those stories. You come from other countries and either with nothing, going to another country and starting a whole new life. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing to do. So the fact that you made it through that, Daniel B. Congrats to you, my friend. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. That's what the world should be about. People being able to freely travel, go from the countries where you cannot make money to the countries where you can make money. That's the whole point of decentralization and everything I'm pushing for with blockchain. Sad you don't agree with none of that, even though it significantly has helped immigration and immigrants all around the world into different countries, especially multiple countries that have had issues with their main currencies. They have been able to use cryptocurrencies instead, the populations, the people, to survive. So it's an amazing thing that's happening. I wish you could get on board and see the power of blockchain and cryptocurrencies and not be so blinded by your bias, because your story, there's millions more out there like you, Daniel B, that have used cryptos to be able to start a new life in a new place or travel to a new place. That's why I'm such a crypto advocate. Is there's so many positive changes to the world that can happen. But first, you old grumpy stubborn guys are gonna have to get the fuck over your your damn egos. No, I don't know why people think things can't just change. It's a strange thought process to have. Like literally everything changes around us all the time. The only thing that doesn't change is people, as human beings. But people don't see it that way. They see it as everything else. They say that human beings can change and human beings are changing all the time, but that's the opposite. It's not. The human beings are staying the same. We're just getting nicer stuff, nicer technology, newer technology like we have throughout history. And then usually the technology gets used against us because we're stupid, and once we get enough and comfortable enough, we start deciding to let some old fat people go and tell us what to do. And government. Jeez, what a ugly market. Are you guys seeing anything in this market right now that's worth trading? Like, I am very skeptical of everything that I'm seeing. Like I said, I missed out on that double bottom. I think it was on Siga. Was it Siga I was talking about? No. Oh no, Siga I want to come back down to 14. What was the one with the double bottom? I don't remember. Ugh. Why cannabis companies are trading higher. Oh, okay. Well, let's go see what's happening on my cannabis list. We'll switch this over. There we go. U.S. pasta. Ooh. Okay. Cresco Labs popping up. That makes sense. Cresco Labs is killing it. They're real big in the Midwest here. Chicago, a lot of the dispensary, well, not just Chicago, but Illinois, a lot of the dispensaries, pretty much all of them, are carrying Cresco Labs flour, popcorn, and shake. So they have been making a lot of money. Yeah, interesting. Seeing some green in the marijuana stocks. A little bit of action, but we need to see some consistent action on those marijuana stocks before we look at all that. So right here, this was previous support, and that's what we're running in as resistance. What is that, about 650? Yeah, that's might as well be 650. Let's just go ahead and put it at 650. Well, no, actually, that may be 640. Let's see here. Where's the tops of these two bodies? Come here. Oh, yeah, it's 650. It's right in the middle of all that nonsense. Boom. Okay. So, I really don't want to trade a stock that's up this high on the day. This was $2 yesterday. But then again, it's so low float. It was $9 Friday. So I need to see a little bit more of a pullback. Although, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me blow this up here. Where did that wick down to? 566. Downtrend's right there as well. So that 650 area is very, very strong. Yeah, Nexi looking like that's going to come down. Siga. TSRI and SGMA. Let me put them on the list. TSR. Did I put that right? Yeah. And I'll check them out here. SGMA. This is a lot of resistance at 15, but if SIGA can break it, it could certainly go. It is still pushing up. Going to run into a lot of resistance at 1450 though. That's where I'm going to look for the pullback for a possible entry. SVER, this is one that Hal was watching yesterday. Yeah, that thing died off. That thing got beat out by pets. BMRA, we can take that off. I don't even know why that's on there. VLCN, that's not doing anything. GOVV. Interesting. Do we have oh god, 296 shares? I'm not trading that. What did it? I don't know why I was looking at that. OLB, nothing there. Okay, Rev B is at Rev B I thought was an EV company the other day, but it's not. It's a pharmaceutical. And that looks terrible. Look at that. There's that McDonald's arch going on right there. You got a range between 125 and 140 that's got to break. Hasn't quite broke this triangle. Where did you go? Where's those two at you just said? I just put them on here. Oh, SGMA. Very nice low float. Got some pretty decent volume. Only problem is, right now, we're getting smashed. We're getting a double top at the moment. If it can break 825 and hold 825 as support, then it could go. But I'm not going to buy the break of a double top because it could easily just come back down. Maybe if it comes down to 8. Let's see, what was that other one? It's not a bad looking play. It's just at the moment, like right here is a perfect double bottom from that open into that second candle. But this stock was not even on my scan, so not gonna just jump in there right now. Trying to look for these bottoms. USEA testing 675 on this on the hour chart here, looking like a bullish engulfing candle. See if it can pop up over, what is that tip of that wick? 688. So it's got to get up to 690, and it might try to put, well, still getting hung up. Yeah, it got hung up. I'd like you to come back down quite a bit. I'm not, it's up 200%. I definitely ain't getting in that. It come down at any time. Veru starting to push. Let's see if it can break over. Hasn't broke over that previous wick of this candle. Did just break that downtrend, but we could pull right back down under it. Let's see, where's the NQ at? NQ is still testing 12,000. Let's check the news. Industrial output falls in June for the first time this year. Look, this is BS right here. I just wake up and cry. Voyager and Celsius bankruptcies have destroyed some crypto investors. No, Voyager is not bankrupt yet. Voyager filed Chapter 11. This news line, this whole news article is a lie. Straight up lie. They did not file bankruptcy. They filed bankruptcy protection, Chapter 11, totally different. Citigroup provides surprise and stock rally while Wells Fargo misses. Yeah, right there's the OpenSea layoffs. Yeah, well, good, because OpenSea's garbage. Gold dips below 1,700 an ounce. The Fed's board is backing more rate hikes. That's not going to matter. They're gonna have to reverse course if they don't want everything to crash. Treasury yields edge lower, led by drop in 10-year. As inflation expectations, okay. Now, Fed Buller is right. They should just crash everything and raise interest rates like crazy to get all of the U.S. supply all the supply of the U.S. dollar currency shrunken. But with the election coming up and the market crashing, Jerome Powell ain't going to do that. I'll be very, very shocked to see them not reverse course in October after Q3 numbers. They're going to like it, because if you go into an election with bad Q3 numbers, because elections in November, I think it kind of starts, and people aren't going to be too happy about voting. You know, high gas prices, all of that, stock market crashing, everything. Some people ain't going to able to afford gas to go out and vote. By that time. But these little quarter point rate hikes and half a point rate hikes, that's not going to do it. You know, as I've said before, when we're at 9-10% inflation, a small little rate hike is not going to do anything. It might slow inflation a little, but it's not stopping it. And they're not going to do what it takes to stop it. Nor can they at this point, because we don't have any money. Popcorn nugs are the best. Economy is good. All right, okay. Sure it is. Sure it is. Sure the economy is good. I'm not even going to go there with you. That was Okay. All right. Since I can't find anything up to trade, let me do what I was going to do the other day to shut up all this nonsense about the economy's good. All right? Economy's not good. It's not. It's just not. All right? I'm going to show you multiple reasons why. Yeah, we'll check out the mint, the Canadian mint. Let's throw in the Iraq in there. Why not? Let's see what they got in their gold reserves. Definitely want to check out Russia if we can. China for sure we want to compare. Euro, I know they don't have any gold already, so there's no reason to compare them. Brazil, I already got Brazil in there. We could throw Germany in there. And then let's see, where's our United States? Where's our old United States gold reserves? There they are. There they are. Okay, now let's take a look-see here. Let's see what we got going on. This is fun. We're going to have some fun here. We're going to learn some stuff. We're going to learn Daniel B some stuff today. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so which one is that one? That is our Iraq gold reserves. Look at that. Iraq gold reserves been spiking since 2000. They've been buying gold. There's the Russia gold reserves. Look at that. They got so much gold. They've been buying it and pulling it out of the ground. Plenty of gold reserves. Their gold reserves are increasing. China, same thing. Got the gold reserves increasing. What is that? That's Germany. Germany, well, they're part of the European Union, so that makes sense. And then there you have it, folks. The United States gold reserves. We are broke. We have been broke. We do not have any money since 2000. The economy is awful. We do not have gold reserves. We have not bought any gold. We are living off of this fake, artificially inflated US dollar. Other countries have more gold than we do. We are poor. We are broke. We are turning into a third world country. The economy is not good. If you think the economy is good, you are dumber than a beaver in a badger hole, to quote the great penny stock PJ. Yes, Ruben, I did saw that the merge went through on the digital land acquisition DAO, so we're looking pretty good there. I show you charts of actual real money, that not currency, because we know fiat currency doesn't mean anything. I'm showing you charts of countries with real money, and the U.S. is one of the gold chart. I can pull up all the other charts. You can't argue this. We are broke. If you think that the United States is not broke, then you haven't done your research, period. This is not speculation when I can pull up a chart and show you. We are broke. I can keep going. We got more charts to look at, and not just gold. Let's just go ahead and just put this all in the ground. Let's put you boys back in the graveyard where you belong. Talking crazy all the time like you know something. Look at that. Look at the Brazilian money supply. They are trying to decrease their money supply. That is what they should be doing. If you have high inflation, then you have to decrease the currency supply. When you have high inflation, it's because you've been putting more currency into the currency supply. That is the only way to beat inflation. Remove the bullshit ass currency that you've been putting in, that you've been printing out like crazy and giving every country and everybody else. Now let's go to the United States money supply. And this is currency supply. This isn't money. This isn't real money. They just call it money supply because, oh God, Jesus Christ, look at that. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Look. Oh God, that's just straight up. That's straight up. 27.75 trillion. This is why inflation is going up, because the money supply keeps increasing. The value of the US dollar, your piece of paper, is becoming worthless. Jeez, it's looking worse than the last time I checked this stuff. Let's see what else we got to look at as far as... Oh, yeah. U.S. Central Bank. United States Central Bank balance sheet. God almighty Jesus. Woo! $9 trillion. The Federal Reserve's $9 trillion in debt. And they... The economy's so good. Everything's great. Guys, I'm going to take a quick little break and let everybody kind of stew on these numbers. I'll even pull some charts up beside. Oh God. Yeah, there you go. There's the U.S. dollar currency index. That's your purchasing power of your U.S. dollar over the past 40 years. This is your central bank balance sheet, and this is the US dollar's value. Looking at the charts, you're going to have to explain to me how the economies are good, because y'all just made some dumb statements compared to these charts. But I'll be right back. Give me a couple of minutes, guys. All right. Now that we've seen how god awful the U.S. economy actually is, from the charts themselves, no speculation, no guesswork, no nothing, not my opinion, just looking at the charts. America has no money, all other countries have money. Pretty simple. nah, 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 bro. I didn't. I've been calling the housing market to crash. I've been calling for the last 2 years, 3 years. On this channel, you can go back through. It's all documented. It's all on the channel. I've been saying that we were going to see this crash coming in the market, in the Nasdaq, the housing market, and the U.S. dollar was going to crash, and inflation was going to get out of control. I've been saying the feds have been lying. They are not going to be able to control inflation like they're talking about. Everything that I have said on this channel the past 2 years has come true up to this point. My next prediction is October, the Feds reverse course, because we cannot keep going this way. If we keep going this way, then we are going to make the US dollar zero. And that means China's one, let's see this, I can just put in China currency index and pull that up. Because China's going to be the new world reserve currency. There's no stopping it at this point. Well, there's one thing that could stop it, but And it may happen. And it may happen. It's starting to come around a little bit to what I'm talking about. Let's see, economy. Chinese terrorism index. That's not what I want. These are all great economic things to look at, though, in every country. See, you can't just look at America and say, oh, America is doing good. You have to compare America to something else, right? If you're not comparing America to anything, then what are you doing? So when you look at the whole entire picture, everything is ugly. Actually, I know what I can do. I can show you guys this right here. Here's the China USD. So this is the US dollar versus the digital yuan. Pretty sure that, yeah, this is the Chinese digital yuan. And you can see since 2014, it has costed more digital yuan. Right now it currently costs 675 digital yuan. 6 of those, not $6.75 US, but 6.75 of actual yuans. So 6 digital yuans and at like a 0.76 of a yuan. But you can see right there in 2020 where we had that nasty little crash down, and that means on the opposite side that the Chinese yuan was moving up. So the US dollar has strengthened over this past couple of months. However, this strengthening is a false strengthening, and you can see on the drawings where I have the head and shoulder already drawn out, and it might not even get to that far of the shoulder. This could start being the shoulder there, but this right here chart, once we hit that head and shoulders and this trend line cracks, that's when we're really going to see the US dollar get outperformed by the digital yuan. Now, why it's strengthening is because the NASDAQ has went down, the crypto markets have been down, gold is down, silver's down, real estate markets down, all of those assets are down. People have pulled their money out of them, their value, and put it back into US dollar, right? You sell a house, it goes, you no longer have a house as an asset, you trade that value for US dollar currency to measure your value. So, with everybody pulling out of everything, that's giving a false strengthening of the US dollar, which is why some people are saying the economy's good. But this is not going to keep happening. Especially when we see all those crazy numbers. But yeah, you're definitely right about the market, the housing market. It has been looking real rough. I'm going to put it on the daily chart because the monthly chart in 2008 just hurts my brain. But yeah, just the housing market's not even close to this previous support area that is now resistance. You've got the 50-day holding as resistance, the 200 above it way up here. You've got the 400 whole line, which will support all through here. And then you've got this downtrend. So the housing market is not showing any type of bullishness. And the reason why is because nobody has money to buy houses. And when they raise the interest rates, they raise the housing, the mortgage interest rates as well. So we don't have those 0% interest rates like we had back through here, and everybody was willy-nilly buying houses. That's gone. We have 5, 6, 7, 8% mortgage rates. People don't want to pay that. You pay that in amortized interest on a 30-year mortgage, you're going to be buying 2 houses, one for the bank and one for you. So people are not buying. No buyers, no demand, then the market's going to keep crashing. That's why I'm saying the Feds are going to have to reverse course, because if they keep raising interest rates, it's going to make all of the debt that our whole country is in have to pay more interest. That is everybody, including the United States government themselves. we do not have any money, and paying higher interest is only sucking us worse and worse into debt. So that's why they're going to have to reverse course and start printing money again and lower everything back to zero so that people can start buying again, because there is no demand, clearly no demand, and I'm seeing it now here in Milwaukee. Houses popping up for sale left and right. And then not only that, the people who did get those zero mortgage interest rates back here, but new home buyers and all of that, if they did not get fixed mortgage rates and they have open mortgage rates, a lot of them are going to be defaulting. And even the ones with fixed mortgage rates, with gas prices going to $5 when it was only $2 back here, that is putting a strain on home buyers and new home owners from this past 0% interest rate. So if they can't pay their mortgages, their houses are going to get repossessed. It's basically the same thing that happened in 2008. 2008, they did not let all the markets crash. That's when they started the QE, and this all has been an artificial run. This was an artificial run in the real estate market. It was an artificial run in the NQ. It was an artificial run in the cryptos. All of it because of all that fake money printing, and now they got to dial it back. So that's why I'm saying I think in October, right before the election, they're going to reverse course. But yeah, the housing market. One of the biggest problems is a lot of the REITs and even Bill Gates himself are buying up real estate like crazy. Bill Gates was just approved for another 2,000 something acres in Idaho. I think it was Idaho. Yeah. It's either Idaho or Iowa. It might have been Iowa. Either way, it doesn't matter. With the massive wealth gap, guess what the wealthy's doing? They're not buying stocks because the stock market would be going up if that was the case. They've been getting out of stocks and they're buying the real estate up. So that would seem like a lot of demand, but that's not really the demand you want, because what their plan is to make the U.S. a renter nation. We're already a debtor nation, a consumer nation, so get rid of all the land ownership and we are a renter nation. We've already signed our sovereignty over to the World Health, what is it, the WHO, whatever they are, the World Health Organization. Yeah, that just happened a month ago. If you guys didn't catch that, all our sovereignty for medical, education, all that stuff is gone. U.S. is no longer a sovereign country in that regard. Any decisions made will be made by the WHO. So we are very, very quickly this year now turning into a third world nation. And not only that, we have the whole World Econ Forum, the Great Reset people trying to get America to fall in line. And it's really hard to get all of America to fall in line, as we've seen the whole history of America. Yeah. Well, not only that, it's the Federal Reserves have been bailing out banks in January, but the Federal Reserve has been bailing out companies in general, especially airlines, forever. That's part of the reason why we're in so much debt, is the government does not let the free market do what it's supposed to do. If we had a true free market, American Airlines wouldn't exist. They only exist because the government's bailed them out 5 times. Same thing with the banks. And now with cryptos and online banking, like I'm switching my business account from the stupid little bank that I bank with to, Square. Because Square is great. I don't have to wait 2 days or whatever to get my money from my business account to wherever I want to put it. With Square, I can do it a lot quicker. Now, as soon as there is a secure blockchain way that I can do that with my business account, which there is, but I'm waiting for those to develop a little bit more. I'm putting everything on blockchain. Where the government cannot touch it. And I don't care. I don't care how much they regulate it. It does not matter. And in fact, we are getting a little push on 1653 there. Let me go through here, make sure we don't have any plays setting up. Yeah, so USEA, you can see, still getting rejected, starting a double top here on this candle. But this candle here just opened up on the hour. How's SIGA doing? SIGA slowing down right at 1450. Right, not much yet. But I'm not going to debate whether America's economy is good. It's not. There's not a debate about that. I just showed you all the charts of everything crashing. So if you were saying America's economy is good, you are blatantly ignoring all the financial data. Which means you are going straight off of opinion, and everybody has opinions just like they have buttholes. Isn't that the saying, something like that? In the 80s, we were a lot less in debt. Do I need to go back and show you this again? So let's go through this very simply. In the 80s, we also had more gold. That's another point. Where's that central bank at? What's this stupid number? Oh, that's not it. Where are you at? That's the Brazil stock market. I still got to go through and write these all out because these ticker symbols, some of them are so hard to remember. Like IGRES. Let's see, it should be... I swore I saved it on here. That's the US Brazil. That's all Brazil. That would be Russia. That would be Iraq. That would be China. That would be Germany. Oh, that's the gold reserve. Where did that... Maybe I didn't put that Federal Reserve Bank number on there. Whoa. Well, I typed that all crazy. Let's see. Or even better, let's just do this. Let's pull up the GDP here and see what our GDP... Oh, yeah, well, when you inflate the money, the GDP is going to go up, but 22 trillion, that's not even touching our debt. I'm trying to find the actual debt chart. Let's see. US. Let's put in debt if I'll pull up. No. Let's see, economy. That's the total debt. We'll just grow off of this gross federal debt. So here's 1980. This is what you want to, this is where you want to, this is your hill to die on. We had this much debt in 1980. We have this much debt now. This is not the same as the 80s. If you think that that things are going to turn around because it did in the 80s, you are ignoring the whole rest of the last 25 years. Nice try. Try again. Fort Knox ain't got much. Does Fort Knox on there? I don't know why. Why does Fort Knox matter? That's not the That's not the gold that the government holds. We already seen the government's gold. It's nothing. It's hardly anything. I don't know if I can look up a chart for Fort Knox. I mean, I don't know why one mint would matter in the first place. You're talking about one thing. Yeah, there's no nothing for Fort Knox. There's no charts for that because it's one bank. Nobody cares. That's the problem with all your arguments, Daniel B. You're doing straw man arguments. You're taking one little fact and trying to use that against the whole entire picture of the global economy. Fort Knox is irrelevant to the whole global economy. Irrelevant. It's not going to prove anything. We saw on the charts, U.S. has no gold, period. Okay, now Veru's starting to come down some. So I'd like to see that come back down. USEA still sliding right there. SIGA still not doing anything. Let me check the scanner and see if we got anything new popping up on the low float. FNGU. But this is not a debate. I've showed you charts. Show me something. Show me something other than words, Daniel B. Show me something beside opinions. Show me some facts. Show me the car facts. Show me the economy facts. No more arguing. It's over. It's done. Go back to your grave. You are arguing. See, that's the thing. You're not arguing against me right now. You're arguing against the data. You're arguing against those charts that I just showed. So you can argue against me all you want. You're just gonna look dumb. You got to dispel the data, all of the data that I just showed you around the world of the gold reserves, the central bank debt, the U.S. dollar index on a 50, 60-year downtrend. Yeah, you got to dispel all those charts. If you're going to have a debate, you got to prove all those charts wrong. So I'm waiting. Till then, keep it to yourself. Because you're just wasting our time trying to argue against charts, against economic data. God, it's ugly. Well, it's Friday. It always is usually a little ugly on Friday. I'm trying to just wait it out, though, and wait for something to pop up that looks like it could be a good play. Just nothing at the moment standing out to me. I mean, USEA could break 7 here, but like I said, I don't want to buy it this high up. It's 215% up now, so I'm not going to chase that. Like I said, Daniel B, dispel the charts. Don't argue against me. Argue against those charts. You can talk all the trash you want about me. That doesn't change the charts. You argue against those charts. That's where your debate is. That's not with me. I am just a messenger. I am just a vessel. I'm a vessel of the data. Yeah. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm getting tired of everybody trying to shoot me for relaying the data. Like, if you're mad about it, go talk to the Federal Reserve and the government, not me. I don't care. It's your problem. All I'm doing is just showing you guys what's happening. And honestly, that is why I have been right on so many calls economically over the past 3 years. Not because I'm sitting there doing some amazing genius research or because I'm some freaking genius. All I did was research and look at the data. That's all I did. If you look at the data, you can clearly see it. You know, and like I said, I'm just a messenger. It's not my opinion that all those charts are looking the way they look. I have no control over those charts. So don't be mad at me. Don't debate me about it. Go debate the charts. Go debate Jerome Powell or somebody. You're just wasting time talking to me. You'll figure it out, buddy. It's okay. that child psychological degree will definitely help you figure out that economy. You'll get that figured out real quick with that piece of paper you got there. But anyway, I'm trying to look for a stock to trade. Quiet down, simmer down. Go back to your grave. You've already been putting in it again for like the 1,000th time just this year alone. So go lay in your grave. Go take a nap. It looks like everything is just teetering right now. It's all, every stock is indecisive because the NQ is indecisive. The NQ is, we're moving up, and all these stocks were moving up until the NASDAQ started hitting that 12,000 line, that resistance that I said at the beginning of the stream, and now it's starting to curl down. So we look at all these plays. USEA was going straight up, and now on this candle, having a lot of issues. That's the same hour candle as on the NASDAQ that's showing that we're starting to get rejected. So if the NASDAQ starts turning around, all these plays that had that upward momentum could lose that upward momentum. So that's why I'm still waiting too, because we're not getting any setups in all of this indecision until the NQ makes up its mind, which I'm pretty certain I know which way it's making its mind up to go. Inflation expectation key as investors weigh a prospect of 100 basis points Fed rate hike. So 100 basis points is only 1%. It's a 1% rate hike. So as I said before, 1% when inflation is still, it's at 10%, it's not going to do anything. Let's see. Let's read it, though. Let's see what they're talking about. 5-year inflation expectations could affect Fed's decision. You don't say. A hotter than expected June. It wasn't hotter than expected to me. It was right on point. I don't know what you were. I don't know why you were surprised. So it's probably somebody else who has a piece of paper from college, and they thought it was, it was surprising to them that the inflation numbers came out higher. Simple math. 1% rate hikes, half a point rate hikes, or 0.5% rate hikes versus 10%, 11%. It's simple math. It's not like you don't need a piece of paper to tell you that. But let's see what she said here. It has some traders penciling in a full percentage point increase later this month. But right here, a strategist at LPL Financial, I don't know who this fellow is, but apparently he knows what's up, said investors should wait for more evidence that inflation will remain sticky, and today's measure of 5-year inflation expectations is what she is counting on. Exactly. So that guy knows what's up. She's trying to make a prediction off of this month's reading when the overall picture of inflation has been going straight up, right? So we wait for that and see whether or not that has climbed higher. Said, his name is Quincy Crosby. So shout out to Quincy Crosby. But yeah, we wait for that and see whether or not that it has climbed higher. So if it has, the Fed will probably bring 1% on the table for discussion, or what we'll see is probably they'll have to invoke 75 points basis longer than they thought. And that's what I was saying. If they are going to do it correctly, they're going to have to raise it a lot more, and they're going to have to do it for a lot longer. I mean, everything they've said has been wrong. Yeah, 41-year high of 9.1%, and again, the CPI was changed Feds will have zero patience for high inflation readings. Oh, there's the NQ coming down right there. NQ's starting to drop. Just dropped below that low of that previous candle. Look at all this selling pressure. We had that big buy-in and just selling pressure. Boom, boom, boom. And now it's starting to come down some more. And let's see if any of our plays. USCA still right in there. Trying to break 7. It might try. Nexi, hold on a second. Nexi, we got a little bit of a double bottom on this hour. Nexi is green on the day, up 31%. No, I don't want to take this trade because if it breaks 2, it's got 210 it's going to run into. So I only got about 10% or 10 cents of possible profit there. Yeah, I'm going to stay away from that too. SIGA getting further and further off of that trend line. So no entry for me there. Okay, Veru's starting to look a little interesting on this chart. Let's focus on Veru here for a minute. Because it's opening, that candle, so we broke the triangle. This candle opened up, pushed down, and back tested right there at 1625. You see buyers are starting to push it up from these wicks here. We got to break 1650 and then 1675. Look on the daily, see how much room we have to run. Oh yeah, we got room possibly up to 20. Okay. I'm starting to like it a little bit. Being Friday, I'm definitely not going to go big. Still got a lot of time on this candle. Testing 1650. I'm going to give that some more time, but I'm starting to like what I'm seeing there. Possibly Nexi too. Oh no, that's right, that 210's in the way. 210, 225 both in the way off of a gap up. Could be a cup and handle pattern. You got your cup here, and then if it can push back up, I may look for it around 210 if it can try to break there. USEA is pushing over 7 very slowly at the moment. Let's keep an eye on Veru. TBLT running. So TBLT on there. I know that one runs. It's been running quite a bit the last couple of months, every once in a while. Problem is we got this downtrend. It's got to break. See, looks like we basically got support. There was a double bottom right here off of 265, 270, 275. Yeah, so we got some. 275 can hold up. This mic can break. 286, that would be in 11 cents higher than I want to be. So I want to see if that's going to pull back some. Get out of here. Just let's run up to 325. If it can break 3. But then that would be a triple top. TBLT. Definitely low float. Only 2 million shares. see. What's Veru doing? Veru's still not doing anything. Kind of liking TBLT. Look at that. USEA pulled down, getting rejected. Still there. Is the NQ still pulling down? No, still indecision on the NQ on these hour candles. Yeah, I don't mind TBLT. Up 80%. Or up 18%, I should say. Just need to see this hold up. If 275 can't hold up, it could drop back down at 250 area pretty easily. Big sell at 286. All right, Lori, have a great weekend. I ignore them, Frank. Those two are just trolls that have too big of egos to realize their own flaws, and you know, I wouldn't worry about them. They're going to talk trash. But as you can see, Frank, they are always wrong. Always wrong. 3 years of being wrong. You think they would have stopped by now. But nope, they just keep on. Just little zombies coming back to the streams, telling everybody else not to be in the streams and all that. They've got a real rage boner for me, man. So just understand that. They've been around for like since the beginning of me being on YouTube, and I don't know what it is. Must be my hair fluff. Maybe they like that. I don't know, but the best thing to do is just ignore them. Because all you're gonna get is arguments and nonsense out of them. Out of those two. But everybody else in the chat is really cool. Laura Lee's cool. Snipes and Chomps, Indica Forest. Who else we got in here today? Frank J, you're cool. GD's in here. GD's cool. Good night, GD. Or I don't know why I'm saying good night to you for. We got a bunch of people in the Framework Fortune community. If I did not say your name, I apologize. I'm just trying to stay a little bit focused on these stocks at the second, especially at TBLT. I am liking the way that looks. It's one that is, oh God, it's a Reddit short squeeze type of deal. This candle's fixing to close on this hour chart. Five more minutes. I don't want to get in at 288 because my stop loss would be at 275. It'd be a 13-cent stop loss. I want it to come back down just a little bit more. Oh yeah, and you guys over there on Twitch, you know, anytime you have any questions or anything, feel free to drop them in the chat there. Very nice. Very, very nice. Looks like oil may try to jump back on above that 100. Okay. Are you going to take off without me here? See what I'm going to go on this if I do go 325, so we maybe have 30 cents. 30 cents. I only have 50 shares. That would only be 13 bucks or 15. Yeah, 15 bucks, but still, I could take that 15 on a Friday. It'd be fine. Now I'm just letting my thoughts out right now of this position as I'm analyzing it, or this play, because it's not a position yet. I'm just figuring out, that you guys hear what's going on in my brain right at the second. I don't do that a lot, but I'm going to start trying to do that more. See, I like that it's coming up. This is almost a bullish engulfing candle, but I would really like to get in a little closer to 275. I'm gonna give it some more time. If I miss a play today, oh well, it's Friday and market's crazy, so come back Monday ready to go. Let's see, how long have we gone so far in the stream? We are okay. We'll give the stream another. We'll give another 20-30 minutes here, if we can go that long before it gets real boring. Let's see. Next, you're actually down. Damn, Siga slowly moving, just not having any type of pullback though. We're getting into this last candle closing here. We got 30 seconds. See how this next candle opens up. If the next candle opens up and starts going red and pulls back, then I will look for it to turn green and get an entry. But if this actually this one doesn't close for 30 minutes, so we're actually on this one. Oh boy, okay, little double top possibly there. So this candle, let's focus on. This is the one we need to focus on right at this second. Starting to go green. I'm going. I'm in higher than I want to be. Well, I want to see if this candle is going to break here. Come on. It's got to push over this 292. There it goes. Starting to push. Get up over there. Need to start seeing it test 3 here real soon. Get over there. If it gets held down right here at this price, this would be a double top, and we could come all the way back down to 275 where I was talking about. God, if I was not patient enough, I'm gonna be mad at myself for that one. 290 trying to hold up. See, we need to see 290 hold up. Because if I see my price is 299, down to 275 would be 17 cents on 50 shares. I'd be risking 10 times 50, or 10 times, hold on, my brain stopped working. Yeah, okay, that's right. 17 cents, that would be $5, so it'd be about 10 bucks. I'll risk that 10 bucks. I don't like my entry, but it is very close to possibly going bullish here and breaking this triangle, especially with 290 holding up. Gotta push back above this. We do not want to double top here. Very nice. There comes the start of the push. Up to 293. Let's see 295 on the ask. Come on, get out of this area. Just barely any selling there. We need to see a lot of 293 start coming through. $3 is going to be the major breakout line. At least give us up to 325, 330 here. Let's see. There we go. 294 on the ask. Get those out of there. Let's see these 294s start flying through here. 293s, 293s. Come on. What are y'all waiting on, buyers? 293 and a half. That one was almost 294. There we got a couple. Come on. Take them out. Take them out. Got bids stacking at 293. We want to make sure these are not shorters stacking the bid. Back down to 290. That might have been shorters right there. Got quite a battle going on here. NQ still, oh God, NQ still battling right here at the 12,000 mark. Still hasn't completely dropped yet, so we still get all this indecision. Don't worry about my trading, Daniel B. Worry about your own. I already did the math of what my risk was. If you know my risk, it's $10. And my resistance line is up there at 325. 30 cents on 50 shares. Yeah, it's not a great risk ratio. It's a 1 to 5. It's a 1 to 1 to 5 at the moment. But if that $3 breaks, it might be able to go. This candle we're going to need to see push up in the next 26 minutes back above these two bodies, back over that 292. So it might pull back to 275 possibly here. I do that math right? Yeah, I did that math right. No, it's I still have the day trade above the 200 scanner. That one's right here. I did copy the way Hal HH has his low float, mid float, and high float. I kind of adjusted it a little bit better. I think those are on the website, but if they're not, just hit HH up in the Discord and tell him to post those scanner settings. But no, I still use the top 10% NASDAQ gainer. I still have my other scanners too. But I like this view of being able to see the low float, the mid float, and the high floats, all what's moving and whatnot. So let's see if we can hold up 285 here. USCA still tricky looking. Planet 13, the pot stock, it's looking decent, but it ain't going to be no crazy day trade. SIGA just still hanging in there. Everything's just kind of hanging right at the moment. I don't think I'm going to hold this down to 275. We'll see if anything gets down there or not. Still got a lot of time here on these candles. No problem, GD. Just I can show you some of them. I'll show you some of them real quick while I'm kind of waiting on that to make it smooth. I'll just keep an eye out the corner. Okay, so that's that scanner. Load scan query. Low float. So I mean, this is it basically. This is the whole low float scanner. I started using mark percent though, because percent change does not include pre-market and after hours. It will not move, so I changed it to mark instead of percent change, and that's on all my scanners. That's something I did a couple of months ago. But you, like, if you're scanning in pre-market, you really want mark on instead of percent change. But just overall, mark is better. And then, of course, million in volume, and then shares, max shares 50 million, show 10 stocks, sorted by volume descending. This part right here is probably the most important part, this volume descending. And then you hit that scan, and bada boom, USEA, NEXI, TBLT, LGH, all the stocks that are moving in the low floats will pop right up for you. And then for those other ones, the medium and the high float, all you got to do is just change the shares to a minimum and a maximum. And this is the same scanner. So I'll show you exactly what I mean. Personal mid float. So now you see the mid float. Same thing, except for there's a minimum 50 million shares with a max of, that shouldn't be that high. Oh, it's not that high. A max of I think it's 1 billion. So then the high float, and again, volume descending, and we can see EVTL, pins, all this right there. And then the load scan query for the high float, same thing, except we have a 1 billion shares minimum and no maximum of the amount of shares. We hit scan, and we got Citigroup, Bank of America, Carnival Corp, Ford, Amazon, all the stocks that are green on the day by mark percent change. But that's pretty simple scanners. It just gives you a good overview of everything that's running when you have them over here. That's why I just check them. Like, some days I won't even check the high float scanner because I really don't care what's going on up there. And anyway, I know what, if the NQ is up, the high float scanner is going to have some movers on it. If the NQ is down, like it's been, you're not going to have that many. And none of these high floats are up that much. I mean, you got Citi or whatever that's up 11%. The rest of these are barely up. So, all right, back to TBLT. We're still right in that same area. I might could add a little bit. I really don't know if I want to. Bring my average down slightly. I don't think it's worth it though. I'd rather sit where I am right now. Let's see if we're going to get this break or not. Matter of fact, with it being a Friday, I'm putting my stop loss in on this tight. Twit. I'm not even going to play with y'all today. 280. Let me pull up that other chart real quick. Testing 285 as support again. Want to see that hold. USEA looks like it's back trying to test 7 again. That's your problem, DB. You started thinking. So I'm just going to sit here for a few minutes and watch this level 2 in time and sells to see if it looks like shorters have control or buyers have control, because we're still very indecisive. That was nice. Some green coming there, pushing it back over 285. Uh-oh. But we don't, these could be shorters. We need to see this keep filling up and then jump over 285. If all these orders get filled here, a lot of them could be shorters very easily. And you see, when we need to see some buyers coming in. If not, those were shorters, and this is about to come down some more. Let me look at this on the 15-minute real quick. See, 285 again. Yep, 285 starting to act as resistance. Looks like shorters are trying to hold it down. So if Wall Street Bets is going to short squeeze it, they better short squeeze it soon. No, I'm not trading this because of Wall Street Bets of being on their short squeeze list. I'm only trading it because of the double bottom on that 15-minute there. That would have been a decent little double bottom. See, we would double top it on this 15-minute at around 290. Whoops, too far. Still haven't put my stop loss in. I'm still thinking about it, where I want to put it. Don't like that. Look at that, 285. Bunch of orders on the ass. 285 holding up as pretty strong resistance at the second. See if they can get taken out. We get new buyers in here. $15 on this hour's candle to close. Like I said, I want to see it back over 290. Right there, I want to see a bullish engulfing candle before we get this closed. Come on, let's see if we can get it. Right now, we got to get back over 285 though, or it's going to go come down to 275. Okay, 285 on the ask again here. What's the NQ doing? Is it starting to turn on us? No, NQ still at the exact same place. Nexi coming back up to $2 right now. Possible play on Nexi. Double bottom right here. That's what I was kind of waiting on to see. Break at $2. But yeah, that again, though, it's got 210 and 220. It's got a break. But it is starting to look like it may try to get up there and test those areas here shortly. If it gets over at 290. Or not 290. I'm sorry, $2.
Just a lot of resistance. You got 210, 215, 225. All of that has been resistance for this. All right, we took out some of those sellers at 285. We had that one big 12,000 share order sitting there. He's down to 7,000 shares. I'm not in USEA. What? What are you talking about? This isn't red on the day. It's uptrending. That's up on the mark since market open. It's up. It's up 20%, and then on the day, on the market open, it's up. It's not down on the day, in any regard. And USA is 200%. I mean, I'm not touching that. I don't care what. I don't care if USA makes 50 double bottoms. I'm not touching anything that's up 200%. But we got HHH Trader in the chat, who did his live stream earlier. If you haven't been joining him before I stream, go make sure you subscribe to HH Trader's channel. You can catch him doing pre-market analysis, as well as planning out his trades for the day. Yeah, the daily chart's fine. It's above the 200. It's above this previous candle right here. That 275 is holding there. 285 is that previous resistance right there on that candle. That's what we're running into, which is also the downtrend at this point. We're above the if this thing pops up any at all, the 10-day is going to cross the 200, but we only have the 50-day above us. After that 50-day, there we got room, which we get the 50 days at 350. That's more than likely where we'll see a rejection if it does pop, and then if it does break 350, it could move up to 4. But this is up. This is up on the daily chart. This is up on the day. This is up on the everything. It's up on everything at the moment. It's not down on anything. And that's a triple bottom, a double bottom there anyway. This is almost making a triple bottom. But it opened right here at 270. So it opened at 270, and currently it's at 285. So it's 15 cents up from open. It's definitely above. It's not red on the day. How are you saying it's red on the day? It's not red in any regards on the day. In any regards at all is this red on the day yet. The soul saving business. We'll see. We'll see what souls get saved there. And as I've been saying, everything's been dependent on this right here. Everything's been indecisive because the NQ's been indecisive the whole entire market open the past 3 hours, 4 hours. Now it's starting to push up a little bit. Now it's still being indecisive. So everything is doing the same exact thing. They're following the NQ because traders are waiting to figure out if this market's going to crash or not because it's Friday. And if NQ starts crashing, everybody's going to get out of all these day trades. And it's a Friday, and we're in a ugly market with bad CPI numbers that just came out, other bad numbers that just came out. Every single stock is every trader is watching and waiting to see what this NQ is fixing to do at this moment. Never broke pre-market high. This will fail. We'll see. We will see. It got close to there, 322, but no, it didn't. It did not get over Well, actually, it did get over pre-market high. That's post-market high. That's after hours from yesterday. Pre-market high is right here at 317. It shot up over 325. So, am I in la la land right now? Am I looking at the same charts that everybody's looking at? I feel like I'm in like bizarro world today. Like, what charts are y'all looking at? Or what charts am I looking at? What is going on? Like, look at, like, this broke pre-market high. That was pre-market high right there. This was not pre-market. This was after hours from yesterday. And regardless, none of this matters what we're talking about right now. The only thing that matters is whether or not the NQ breaks back over 12 or if it gets rejected here. And like I said, that's what everything is waiting on. Everybody. Everybody's sidelining right now. Getting a pretty strong rejection off at 290 so far. We got 7 minutes on this candle for this chart. Definitely got some selling pressure. Definitely got some shorters in this trying to hold it down, which is probably why it is on the Wall Street bet short squeeze list, because there's shorters in this. But we don't need to know that. There's shorters everywhere because the whole entire stock market's going down. That's who's bringing it down. People selling out and shorters profiting off of the fall down. There we go. A little bit of buying coming back in at 280. Still not dropped a lower low yet. We started to drop. We don't want to drop below the. We don't want the body to drop below this 2 right here. 280 needs to hold up. I mean, it can drop for a second as long as buyers push it right back up. It can have this little wick. We got 5 more minutes. So this 5-minute candle close is probably going to determine it on this chart, on this 1 hour here. Very, okay, 280 starting to stack now. Let's see if we can get those bids off of 280. Those 280s getting taken out pretty quickly. Buyers still trying. We lost 280 again, but immediately got some weird order for 0 shares at 280, which means somebody's trying to hold it up. Okay, there's another bid at 280. Nope, still not able to hold the bid at 280. Ask is at 281. Just tons of indecision here. Another bid trying to hold 280. Ask up to 282. There we go. Come on. $3 on this candle to close. Actually, 2 minutes on this candle to close. Yeah, USDA all the way back down to 650. Nexia is right at $2, starting to push up. There we go. There comes some 280s. We want to make sure these are not shorters, though. We want to see these 280s keep filling. Or keep popping up. Oop. Nope, there's the dip down to 275, and that's what I should have waited on, like I said. That's where I wanted it at. Not really where I got it, but got caught on that little fake out. Alright, we didn't even get to 275. Got bids and ass pushing back to 280 already. This candle's fixing to close here. Get off, get out of this 275. Boom, beautiful. Beautiful, right? That candle's open right up to 280. Already up above this previous candle. Let's see if it can push at least back up to the top of this uptrend here. USEA down to 640. Still having trouble getting above 280. There's some 280 starting to come through on the time and sells. There we go, 280 stacking a bit again. See if these 280, all this, if we can get back up to 285 here in the next couple of seconds, we'll be feeling real good. We get back to 285. We got to get off of this 280 area though. Still not. At 282. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, HH. You could be right. You could be right. That's why I'm waiting to see if it's going to hold up this 280 area. It could fail. It certainly could. or this could end up being a triple bottom. We'll see. We shall see. Does need to get back up at 280 real soon, though, or it is going to crack. NQ just going sideways. It's making everything indecisive. See if cryptos are still running while I'm working here. Whoops. Yeah. It's taking forever to make up its mind right here. This 272.80. I'm not lying. Gas tank here on Friday. I have an electric car. I don't pay for gas. If I lose $10 on this trade, I'll make that back just driving this week compared to everybody else who has a gas car. So $10 is what? 2 gallons of gas? Ain't gonna get you that far. All right, now. And here we go. Getting back over 280. Very nice. Now get off of 280. Get back towards 285. So much indecision here. The NQ is starting to try to push a little bit up to that 12. It was just over 11,960. Fighting that area still, though. Losing 280 again here. Oh, I gotta go get the dog some food. Forgot I fed him the last of their food this morning. I'm about to run out right after this. There's 280 trying to be reclaimed again. A little bit of buyers. This time a little bit more than last time. Root for the shorts, man. Root against me. It's fine. Root against me. Root for those shorts. Tell those shorts. See, that what you just said right there. You don't know whether to root for the shorts or to root for me. That's the indecision. That's what I'm talking about. you're indecisive yourself on who you should root for because there's no decisive direction yet on this. The decision is getting made by the supply and demand at the moment. Buyers and sellers are whacking it out here, trying to figure out who's going to take control of this. I know you said the shorts will win, but still. Root for the shorts. I hope the shorts load up. If the shorts are loading up and Wall Street bets is going, if they're playing it for the short squeeze, then they could trap the shorts on this. Who knows? I don't know. I don't care about none of that. But all that matters right now is whether or not this 280 area is going to hold up. That is the only thing that matters. And the NQ, if it would make a decision. I wouldn't say masterclass trading. I would say it's just trading. It's just trading. I'm not a master of anything. I'm a student till the day I die. Just like you, DB. You can deny it all you want, make fun of me all you want. Doesn't matter. Simmer down. Now we have made lower lows, which is not good, but we are making we've made lower highs, which is not a good thing, but we've also made higher lows, which is a good thing. So that's another indecision point. We're in consolidation at the moment, looking for the decision to be made. That is all that is going on. Ooh, nice size order there at 280 on the bid, 9,200 shares. We better hope that's not a shorter getting in this, because if it is, that would bring it down. But again, we haven't been able to get over 282 in the past, 20 minutes, so we need to see it pop over, get off of this 280 area like I've been saying. What did I learn new yesterday? So, man, God, there's so much I learned new yesterday. I learned the entire Axie Infinity breeding system for that NFT. That NFT play to earn. I learned how to code and submit a token to the Cosmos Station registry, so it will show up in your wallets and all of that. I learned that the CPI officially was 9.1%. We didn't have those official numbers from that. And, I keep going. Every day I'm always learning. I'm always learning something new. I try to move forward constantly. Not stay in the same place with a concrete brick on my head holding me down because of ego or whatever else. Yeah, I know what HH is saying. Percent wise on this chart, yeah, it's down from where it opened, because it opened right here. But a few minutes ago, it wasn't. When HH was saying this was down on the day, it was over 280. It was up at 280. It's up at 290. So it just now went down on the day. It's tried to go down a couple of times from that open, but it's tested and pushed that back over that same open that HH is talking about, 3 candles in a row. So that's the indecision. I'm using the same chart he's using on this top chart. This is the hour chart. That's why you don't see pre-market or anything. And then that's why I'm looking at this hour chart, the one I normally use that gives me pre-market and post-market. So I'm seeing a whole entire picture, whereas if you're just looking at that, or you're just looking at this, which is something I learned a few days ago, because me and HH kept having issues when we were talking about stocks to each other on Discord with the hour candles closing, and that's what I realized, and he explained to me, and I learned something that day from HH, that this aggregation period actually works pretty well for day trading, having it open up at the market, or having the candles open and close off of that 9:30 Eastern market open time. They're closing on the 30-minute. However, the market actually opens on a whole number at 3 a.m., as we can see right here. So we have both charts. Now this is looking bad. I'm going to have to get out if it does not bounce back right immediately. Back over 280. But when I got in this up here, it was up on the day from HH standards. HH didn't come in when I first got this. He came in afterwards, after it was dropping, and said now it's down on the day. But that's the thing, we were at indecision. When I entered this, it was up according to this chart of HH. My entry was 292, the open was 288. So it was open. It was open. Or it was up on the open at that time. But I do not like how this is starting to curl on the hour aggregated chart, top of the hour aggregated chart. You see where at 10-day it could not push back over on this candle. It tried but got rejected all the way back through. And it's getting held up at 10 days, sitting right on top of it. So that's what I'm saying. We need to see this push back up green really quick. I'm just going to put my stop loss at 274 on this. In case it does give up here. Actually, I'll do it at 270. Because right here, you can see there's a bunch of orders sitting at 273. So I'm actually going to put it at 271. So in case those orders get filled, I shouldn't get hit. All right, this may end up being a loss. I can admit when I'm wrong. It's not a big deal. If I'm wrong, I lose $10, like I said, that I was going to risk. So it's just not able to hold. Yeah, and look at that. The last candle here, NQ pulled back, and NQ starting to pull back again. Same exact time as TBLT started pulling back here. NQ's pulling back. Oh, Daniel B., you're so worried about my progress. Will it make you happy, Daniel B., if I hire you as my willy shaker? Will that make you happy? Just anywhere I go, you just right there behind me. If I got to go to the restroom, you just come in there and just shake it for me. That way, you can feel better about whatever insecurities you have that you must take your rage boners out on me every day. Will that cure it? Will you feel better then? You can do it for me? Yeah. Yeah. I figured you would. All right, well, I got that stop loss in. I'm going to take a quick little break before we call it a day. I'm going to walk away like I like to do. Yeah, because oh God, we're over 2 hours. Woo, it's a long stream. Long stream. I got a lot to get to. I think it's funny you think there's no correlation between markets and the stocks in the stock market. There can't be any correlation to stocks inside of the stock market. That's impossible. You're crazy for thinking that. There's no way that the NQ, the most used future that every single trader and investor across the whole entire world uses to decide which way the market is going, there's no way the stocks within that. There's no way that they could have anything. Stocks having something to do with the stock market of unheard of. Unheard of. There's no way that stocks could not have anything to do with the stock market. Oh, blasphemy. I'll be right back, guys.
So I stopped out exactly a $10 loss. No big deal. Make that back Monday. Very nice crack. And NQ still look at this buying volume decrease on the NQ. And then let's go back to, what was it? I just lost on TBLT. Oh, look at that. Buying volume decrease on this stock. That's why you got having tight stops. But yeah, 280 couldn't hold, so when that 280 cracked, 275 was all that was left. And that lost all that upward momentum. But let's see. Let's check how many stocks have the same volume profile as the NASDAQ. Oh, look at there. USEA. That looks real similar to the NASDAQ. Let's look back over there. Oh, yeah. Look at that. It's almost exactly the same. Exactly same volume. Let's check Amazon out. Oh, how about that? That's a higher price stock. Exactly the same volume profile as the NASDAQ. Oh, what's else up today? Nexi? Oh, same thing. Look at that. Veru. Oh my goodness. Look at that. See, SMGMA. That one's not even doing anything, so that one's real wacky. It had that volume deep and then a little pop there, but it's just going sideways. Let's check a blockchain play. Oh, look at that. It's a blockchain play. Same volume profile. But yeah, the NASDAQ has nothing to do with stocks. Nothing whatsoever. There's no correlation. Nothing at all. Nothing. Ticker G. All right. Okay. Oh. Holy hell. What a surprise. Oh, Clove, there's another one. How many stocks can I show the same exact volume profile on as the NQ? Is this straight coincidence? Look at that. Look at that. That stock's ripping, but the volume profile is still the same. On Citi, same volume profile. Crazy. Carnival Cruise Lines, look at that. Same volume profile. It's amazing. Ford? Oh my goodness. What is this, 10, 15 stocks I went off of that still have the same exact volume profiles as the NASDAQ? Here's another one, ITUB. Should I keep going? Do I need to go through all 20,000 stocks in the stock market to show the correlation? Again, you guys are arguing your opinions against the charts. Just like earlier with the economy. And of course, TBLT, same volume profile. Oh boy. Out of curiosity, before I go though, I want to see what's going on with Citigroup. Why this is spiking so much, up 12%. It ran from, $44 to $6. Their profit fell 27%. Banks have mixed Q2 results. Citigroup
Let's see. Upside surprise. What upside surprise? Their profit fell 27%. Oh. Oh, it's back to the whole recession thing. CEO of Citi says lending has increased as corporate clients rely less on debt markets. That doesn't even make sense. How has lending increased if the corporates are relying on less debt markets? But she says the U.S. is on the verge of a recession. We're already in a recession. All right, so for later in the day, of course, it is Friday. We have all this indecision going on. So, the NASDAQ is still, it's trying. There's a bit of an engulfing pattern here, engulfing candlestick pattern going on. But this chart still has 30 minutes to close. And again, we got to get over 12,000. It's just like trying. If it gets over 12,000, we can see the NASDAQ push back up. And if the NASDAQ pushes back up, all of these plays that have the same volume profiles could start going green again. If you think it's coincidence that every single stock started going indecisive at the same time as the NASDAQ. I mean, exactly the same time on the charts. No questions, ifs, ands, or buts. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, Nexi giving up. Nexi looks like it's close to crashing. Possible double bottom, but this is making lower lows. And this play at open opened here at 190 and it's back at 190. So this one is almost going red on the day for the open hours. And USDA is nasty. It's nasty. Just nasty. But yeah, USDA, I mean, it could continue to move today. Again, though, 200% is so high up. You are starting to get a little bit of a... Still 30 minutes on this candle, though. On the other hour chart, though, it's right at that trend line, trying to break. Had a pop over, was rejected, pushed back up, and is now sitting right above both of them. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see that. I don't foresee that continuing to rip today. Yeah, that line is also not only the downtrend, it's just, well, I don't know. I mean, it's been testing for a while, so maybe. NQ's still pushing up a little bit. If Nexi can hold 190, could turn into a play. See like a double bottom maybe at 190 form, or I actually like 180 better. The 200-day moving average is coming across there. That was some support in after hours yesterday. 190 could hold, but it's testing it right now and looking pretty ugly. And TBLT still could be a play today. The fact that it was bought up off of this 50-day, came all the way down to 250, and then pushed straight back up to 265. Yeah, that candle just now opening. So if it starts pushing back up here, on this hour chart, this is a possible double bottom of these two bodies. So actually, let's do this.
It's gotta hold this line. Holds that line, we may be able to see it back up to $283. Crack of that. This is done. Siga's probably going to come back down to the trend line at that 14 at some point, maybe even lower. Other than that, well, Veru's still looking pretty good, breaking that triangle that we were watching earlier. A little bit of a double top on this chart, but this candle just opened, so still a whole nother hour for that one. But yeah, other than that, that's all the plays. See what a CE and X. Don't like that. Too big of shares. Oh, that's metals. I hit the wrong low float. There we go. LGH, nothing there. FNGU is uptrending on the day, but that $8 area, $8.15, a lot of resistance there. That was a nice double bottom, actually, for the last couple of days. You look at that time frame. Double bottom here, ripped. Double bottom here, small rip so far. But it's got a lot of resistance right there to break. Okay. All right. Oh my God. Wow. Oh man, you and your opinions, guys are. It always that's the funniest thing for those of you who are new here in the chat today, and you see these two trolling and clowning around. When I told them to disprove everything I've been saying, the technical analysis of the economic charts, and just showing clear as day how the NQ, how every single stock follows the NQ to some point on the charts. So as soon as people cannot actually back what they're saying and they cannot argue against charts, they immediately go to character assassination, which shows the weakness there. You'd think with a psychology degree, Daniel B would know that, but yeah, go to trashing me now. That's cool, guys. Have fun. Have all your fun trying to trash me. All right. Anyway, let's get on with the day. At least I'm going to move on. Check back on the markets a little later, but a lot of stuff to do, so I'm going to get to it. If you haven't yet, nobody new here? Okay. Crazy. Y'all two have been following me. I'd actually say 8 years going from getting out of jail to having absolutely nothing and being in debt and owing the court systems about $8,000 to where I'm at now. Yeah, you're right. There's no progress whatsoever. You're exactly right.
exactly right. There's no progress. Just trying to pull something up real quick before I go here. Forgot what it was now. Anyway, whatever. I'll remember later and I'll let you guys... Oh, that's what I was pulling up. Let me drop his Discord link in here for you guys who want to come in the Discord. And no worries for those who are really annoyed by One Life and Daniel B. They are not in the Discord. I don't know why. They I guess don't know how to use it because they're old. Same thing with blockchain technology. They just, it's like the printing press. If they were the age they were now when the printing press came out, they'd been the same people going, blah, 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 the printing press, blah, 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 blah. So. But that's not everybody who's older. There's a lot of people open who's older. In the older generations, the boomers and stuff, there's a lot of them open to crypto. It's just the stubborn ones that think they know everything that have done little research on what they're actually talking about. Oh yeah, let me get you this link here. But yeah, we got the Discord going. Discord's doing its thing, slowly growing. You can catch HH Trader in there pretty much every day of the week, talking about his trades he's taking. I'll be in there. Indica's in there. Stomps and Chomps is in there. Oh, you already beat me to it. All right, Stomps and Chomps. She's over the flu and she's back at it. She just beat me to all of that. So, there you go. You are the cornerstones of this channel? Okay. All right, both of y'all. One Life DB, y'all have a great rest of your day in Candyland. Be sure to tell the Oompa Loompas, the little gumdrop village people, the Keebler elves. Tell all of them I said hi in that dimension, and I would like some more cookies, please. In the meantime, everybody else, have a great rest of your weekend in reality, and I hope you guys get some good research in this weekend and ready to start fresh for next week. If you haven't yet, go check out all the links that Stonks and Chomps, our great moderator, has put in there. HH Traders channel, the Discord, FrameworkFortune.com with all the free resources there. Everything's free. It's all free. We're like Oprah Winfrey out here giving out information and sharing information to the whole world. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. Stay safe out there. Till next time.